all about surrender, so I have several songs about surrender this morning to share. The first one is one of mine. It's called Be Here Now. It's very simple, so I hope that as you get familiar with it, you will join in. Be here now. Be here now. Leave the future in the future and the past in the past. Be here now. Be present to the present. Be here now. Leave the future in the future and the past in the past. Be here now. Be present to the present. Be here now. Be here now. Leave the future in the future and the past in the past. Be here now. Be present to the present. Be here now. Be
Thank you so much, Nathan. Thank you, everyone. This is an opportunity for us to bring this beautiful presence known as Nathen into our sanctuary and share this music from a very long way away. So welcome, Nathen. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for inviting us to be here now. That was lovely. That was lovely. Set us up for a beautiful beginning of our service. So I just wanted to say welcome. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for being here. Thank you for infilling, involving, inviting, loving this space into this service today and empowering us all to just give ourselves a squeeze of love. Welcoming ourselves into this space and each other. Bless you. Welcome to CCL, all of you who are here, all of you who are on Zoom, all of you who are on your way, all of you who are even thinking about coming here today. We bless you. Happy summer, happy solstice as we begin.
So welcome, everybody. Welcome, Zoom. Glad to have you all here. I'm here to let you know that we have practitioners around the room and around the Zoom that are here to take any worries, doubts, limitations that you have so that you can do exactly what Nathen was talking about and be present to the presence. So that we can be here and enjoy the service, so we can let go of all of that stuff and just be done with it. We can do that right here, right now. So if you will repeat after me, I open my heart to the universe, accepting love and peace.
I open my heart to the universe, accepting love and peace.
I open my heart to the universe, accepting love and joy.
I open my heart to the universe, accepting love and joy.
I open my heart to the universe, accepting complete health.
I open my heart to the universe, accepting complete health.
I open my heart to the universe, accepting an abundance of abundance.
I open my heart to the universe, accepting an abundance of abundance.
And so it is.
And so it is.
Now that we've made that prayer, let's close our eyes and take a nice, deep, deep breath. Setting the intention for this service. That's what this prayer is all about. Knowing that we're all here by divine appointment. That the infinite power in the universe flows to and through all of us, this service. That presence is expanding our consciousness, our love, our joy, our peace. That's what this entire service is all about, that presence that guides this service, that guides us all in opening in love to this beautiful service. Knowing that we are here in love, support, opening, oneness, joy, peace. That every aspect of this service is divinely orchestrated, and we can let go and just open to it. Knowing that Nathen is the voice and the instrument of the divine, that he opens to it and the divine just flows through. That Reverend Katherine and Reverend Paul open to that divine and step aside and allow the divine, that infinite presence, to flow through. That all-knowingness to flow through. Knowing that this congregation is an individualized expression of God, that every single one here is that individualized expression of God. And that the divine flows through us, is us, as us. And we open to it and allow that to just flow to us, through us, and out into the world. That's why we are here, to commune with the magnificence of each other. So we let go and we let God. And in that letting go, in that love and that peace, we say, and so it is.
This piece is called Just a Breath Away. And again, it's very simple, so I hope that you'll join in as you get comfortable with the melody. Love is just a breath away. Just a breath away. A breath away. A breath away. Trust. Trust is just a breath away. Trust is just a breath away. A breath away. A breath away. Grace. Grace is just a breath away. is just a breath away. A breath away. A breath away. Joy. Joy is just a breath away. Joy is just a breath away. A breath away. A breath away. Peace. Peace is just a breath away. Peace is just a breath away. 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 Breath away.
Thank you, Nathan. Thank you. And if you feel that you would like to give some special warmth to Nathan for your breath being just and love being just and grace being just a breath away, let's just raise our hands and just shake. Ooh, look at that. Can you see yourselves doing that? No, you can't. Can you? It's beautiful. Sometime we're going to have to do that to each other. Wow, that was beautiful. Thank you, Nathan. Thank you. So it's that time in our service for our affirmations. And after all this inward, let's do a little outward. So if you would be so kind to stand up and ground and let yourself be. I totally skipped the reading. So we're going to do the affirmations and then the reading today. And Nathan, that means you're after the reading, not after the affirmation. Okay. So thanks for playing along. I'm having one of those little days, maybe you can tell, a little something's going on where the trickster is at play. So we're going to find out more about that all the way through the service. Please enjoy it with me.
Join in.
As I'm finding myself enjoying it. All right. So let's do this call and response. So we'll say it and then we'll say it together. Feel your feet on the ground. Feel yourself, knowing that this is truth that you are speaking into the reality of your life. Today, I trust the ever unfolding love that is God. Today, I trust the ever unfolding love that is God. As I am one with this universal essence of life.
As I am one with this universal essence of life.
Nice. I am strong, stable, kind, and light.
I am strong, stable, kind, and
Okay.
light.
And light. Thank you, Zoom, for joining us.
Yes.
Beautiful, Elena.
I know that all guidance comes to me in grace.
I know that all guidance comes to me in grace. And
And it is always blessing me for my highest good.
Always blessing me for our highest good. Thank you.
So put this up on your refrigerator.
Yeah. Yeah. We're on the inside of your eyelids.
Yeah, there you go. And if
All
you-
right. And Wayne, if you would please join us for the reading. Thank you.
Thank you and good morning. Katherine asked me to find a reading from my collection of writings to fit the theme for the day. So this is one from the Wayne archives.
Wayne.
Thank you. Can you hear me better?
Hmm.
All right. It hurts to say no to the sunrise, which comes on its own schedule every morning, whether I'm ready for it or not. It hurts to refuse the advances of this or that rising tide of emotion, which comes unbidden, especially when the moon is full. It hurts to push away this pain in my back, which is just there sometimes, whether I like it or not. It hurts to resist the river's flow of opening streams of awareness, hanging on to ego's rock of the familiar and the known. It hurts to say no to the sunrise and pull the pillow over my eyes. Better, instead, to join the dawn patrol for an early morning walk in the hills, to witness the miracle of the rising sun and the miracle of this simple choice in these very circumstances, at this exact moment, to allow all of it, to say yes to what is, changing nothing, yet transforming everything.
Thank you, Manny.
This one is called Surrender. I surrender to what is. I let go of what was. I have faith in what will be. I surrender to what is. I let go of what was. I have faith in what will be. I surrender. I surrender. I surrender to what is. I let go of what was. I have faith in what will be. I surrender. I surrender.
I'm going to have to ask that question. Now it's on? No. Okay. Hold on. It's on. But it fell off my ear. That's what happened. Okay. Well, thank you for your assistance with that this morning. So what a peculiar week. What a peculiar day. One of the things that we're talking about this morning, as you can tell, is surrendering to what is, allowing what is and what is happening, like not getting this on, all that's happening, to just allow things to be the way they are. Now, this sounds super easy on the surface, and many of us think we do this all the time. And it's usually when things are going the way we've planned, and then we think we're surrendered. Isn't this nice? We have this sort of flow feeling in our life, and everything's just kind of easing us down the road, and things are coming into place nicely, and we're on time. And the most excruciating part of this surrender into this moment is when it's doing its own thing and literally trying to change your direction while you are walking. How many of us have had that experience? You're literally going in one direction and everything is doing this. Please come back, right? So this morning, I just thought it was a regular Sunday. I did not know the trickster is going to inhabit my life this morning. So I woke up thinking I would wear church clothes to church this morning. And I had given myself a very strong desire, intention to surrender, to have some real experience of surrendering. Well, of course it would show up on Sunday morning because then I'm visible. It's, my other days of my life, I could be invisible if I was wearing Pippi Longstocking braids or doing something else. But today I'm visible. So I started playing with this and I started realizing all the rules that I had lined up in my life, all the rules for how things should go, including my microphone, all the rules for the way that my morning's going to go, the way that my shower is going to go, what I'm going to wear. Just close your eyes for 1 second and consider all the rules that are in place this morning for you to get here. All the rules about the way your car should work and the way the weather should be and how the timing should work out. Did anyone have an experience where none of those things worked the way you expected? Or how about even just one or two of those things didn't work the way you expected, right? So what we can do in those circumstances is we have two choices, right? One of them is we can freak out, and we do sometimes because we're really attached to the way we want it to go. Or the other thing we can do is to gently let ourselves kind of settle into like, what's coming, right? So what was coming this morning was this silliness about this conversation about wearing these clothes. And one of the funniest things about the pants that I'm wearing that you can't see, but you will eventually maybe be able to see at the bottom, they say, love me. They say, love me, which has always been peculiar to me. When I bought them from a catalog and I thought they just said love. And then they said, love me. And I don't want to wear them when they say love me, because that exposes the fact that I think I need to be loved. And that makes me vulnerable, right? One of my rules is to be safe. Yesterday, I had a really peculiar experience that I suddenly stopped feeling safe. And I didn't like that feeling. And one of my rules is I want to feel safe. But is that always possible? Is that always possible? Is my physical body always feel safe? Maybe not. Is my microphone going to cooperate or not? Maybe not. It's all about what is going to happen in this moment. What I found inside this conversation with myself was so many rules. How many rules do we have around our spirituality, our life, the way things should be, how they should go, which keeps us from actually experiencing in the present moment some delight, some excitement, some fear? You know, I'm walking into church this morning wearing a love t-shirt with the pants that say love me. What's going to happen? You know, I could feel it in my body. Like, can you imagine if you were wearing this morning? How would you feel standing up here, right? A little exposed, right? It's a little exposing because that's what life is supposed to be. It's supposed to be exposing. It's supposed to be opening us to the next opportunity to be alive. Not the next opportunity to be humming along in some random expectation of life just continuing the way we want it to be. In some ways, privilege, and all of us have our own kind of privilege, is what we get to pack around us to keep us safe. Our homes, our families, the people we know do love us, the way we live, our cars, whatever it is, we take our privilege and pack it around us to keep ourselves safe. When I-95 broke a couple of weeks ago, which was a strange experience, everything changed and cars were going in every direction. We happened to be driving where we would have normally used that. So the GPS was sending us through city streets that we have never seen. And all of a sudden, the question arises, June and I were talking about that, do you lock your doors right now? Are you likely to have an interaction with life that you're not expecting? Do you just notice the rising sensation of fear in your body? Do you question it? Do you think you have a right to always feel safe? These are big questions about our spirituality and religion. We have so many rules in religion, right? How should it happen? And one of the reasons that I think that Spirit arranged to have Nathen with us today is because this conversation is frightening and Nathen is softening. He's opening us gently so we can talk about something that's kind of frightening. Now, when you look at me, you're not like super scared by my clothes, right? Nobody here is having like a major reaction to what I'm wearing. Okay, good, check, check. But what I am trying to say is I'm having a major reaction to what I'm wearing, which is making me laugh. And it's bringing aliveness into my body. You should have seen how many times I walked around my house going, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, right? Because this is not part of the rules. I'm supposed to be dressed in the clothes you usually see me in. And I flowy ones. I seriously went to my closet and I stood there and I'm like, please, please let me wear this. Nope, nope, nope. Don't be a chicken is what I heard. Don't be a chicken. Don't be a chicken. There are no rules that you have to follow. You are free. We are free. Okay, so obviously Spirit wants us to talk about this, right? This intelligence of the universe wants us to talk about freedom. At what cost do you call yourself free? What are the rules? What are the walls, right? You guys know I've told you a number of times, I lived behind walls. I lived with machine guns. I lived with guards. I lived with Marines who were there to keep me safe. I guarantee you that did not happen. These things are not possible. We cannot guarantee our safety. We can, however, do our best to come into alignment. Perfect protection is perfect vulnerability. The more we come into alignment with who we are and the fullness and the wholeness that we are in this together, the more we will actually hear the warning from within. Go gently. Don't go. Stay home. Turn. Many of us this week were touched by the journey to the Titanic and the loss of life in that journey. Many of us had moments of imagining people on board losing oxygen and knowing that that was the end. And how do you anticipate that? How do you live in those moments? What are the rules? Well, okay, breathe and get present is probably a good idea, but your body is doing many, many, many other things besides breathing and getting present, because you have a system that says, I'm going to die and I'm going to do everything I can not to do that. People will do anything to save themselves. And that isn't because we're bad. It's because we are programmed that way. We are for one when push comes to shove. And that is the species attainment of whoever is the strongest and the smartest and whatever will survive. But as we sat with that this week, I digress, as we sat with that this week, we all had to feel a lot of feelings. We had experienced a lot of things. If we were present at all to ourselves, we were wondering what that was like. And then we found out, it seems that the whole thing quickly exploded. And so it was an instant experience for them, is at least what we think at this point, but we don't know. We have expectations about what happens in every single moment of our lives, and it shuts us down to what is actually happening now. So when we open those apertures and we listen, let's contrast this story with one I heard yesterday, which was a young man and his father who were going to get on board. And he listened, and he was nope. He had a big no to this. He said, I don't see it. I don't think it's safe enough. I'm not going. He talked his father out of going, and they stayed home. And unfortunately, other people took their place. Or we call it, unfortunately, what do we know? Their path is unfolding the way their path is unfolding. And we do hold those families and all of those peoples in great love for the loss that they're experiencing. It was a catastrophic loss for many. And we just allow that loss to be with us. We are one with everyone going through this experience. We allow it to touch us. We are alive to it. We do not just read it and move on. This is being present. This is letting the rules. This is telling ourselves we don't know what happened and we can't have an opinion about it. But we can have feeling. We can have feeling. Feeling, the feeling tone, not so much the emotion. The feeling tone of life is the one that we are going for, that keeps us alive, that allows us to feel this intensity, the intensity of a moment, and breathe through it and come back the next moment and be alive again and again and again and again. And we are changed every single time we step. Every breath changes us. It cleanses us. It gives back to the plant kingdom. Every breath gives oxygen. It changes our brain. If we breathe slow and tight, we have one reality. If we breathe full and open, we have another. We are in charge of our experience of presence. And when we use rules to block ourselves from each other, from experience, from all that's happening, we lose, we become numb, we feel lonely. We miss out on life. We miss things. If we allow ourselves to walk, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil, for thou art with me. I, my breath, my holiness, my oneness, my connection to the entire universe is with me. I don't need it to be inside of a religion for it to be with me. Words feel true, do they not? and they rest inside us when they feel true. They nestle inside us when they feel true. So this week also was the anniversary of the passing of my sister. And what this whole thing is about for me is noticing the momentary moments of being alive. Notice what comes in, notice what goes out. Notice the fullness of your experience every single moment. We let days go by and we turn the calendar as if nothing has happened. So this morning, there was sort of a thing about flowers and what was going to happen and whatever going on in the background. And I was on my way and I decided to stop and get flowers. I decided right now. I was still operating with the trickster, sending me to get flowers. I went, I'm following, and this is what appeared. So I want you to know what's special about this is that it is the anniversary of my sister's passing. And on her memorial service, which was the anniversary of that was yesterday, on her memorial service, on the altar, my mother had put these flowers. In the Episcopalian church, in a very sedate and lovely way, they were all blue and they were beautiful. And they represented what my mom needed for them to be that day. This morning, someone else had a different idea. My sister is a deadhead. Whose flowers are these? Right? She just came right alongside me as I walked through ShopRite and she was like, right here, go here. These are mine. And I looked at them and I'm like, yeah, no. And I'm like, of course, this is love. This is me listening. This is the fun of being alive and laughing with my sister because she got finally on an altar flowers she can relate to. So, that's being alive. Like it makes you burst out laughing in the middle of a ShopRite where everybody else is a little bit serious about getting their groceries this morning. Right. And then nobody knows what you're laughing about. And they think you're cuckoo, but you're alive. You're alive. Like let the rules of your behavior go. I literally put this on because I really couldn't stand being only in this. I'm not sure that this is what Spirit had in mind, but I just took back the power and put my robe on because I really couldn't do one more thing. And then I'm walking through the bathroom and I'm like, oh, you don't have your earrings on. Well, the only ones sitting there are this gift that I was given by Wayne's mom. And they're these beautiful diamond earrings. And I'm like, with this stuff? Yes. And then my mom's pearls jump off, it's like, with this stuff? Yes. Break the rules. Break the rules. There are no rules. There are no rules. The only thing that is truth is what you feel. There is a sign on, it's in a box, but it used to be in my refrigerator that says from the Buddha, do not believe anything I say until you check it out within your truth. You are the harmonizing. You are the tuning fork because you are one. And when we're slightly off, the tuning fork does not sound like it matches us. And we can tell, and we're having like, And when we're fighting being the tuning fork, and when the message is trying to come through to us and it's trying to lighten up, and we're trying to just have a fun day because it's summer, let's be silly. Let's talk about love. Let's talk how it permeates everything. Let's talk about how you're not in charge. Let's talk about how much fun it is not to be in charge all the time. Don't you get tired of being in charge? Don't you get tired of all the rules? One time I was talking about something like this, and a woman approached me after the talk, and her teenage daughter was with her, and she said, thanks. That's all she had to say, right? I'm sorry about that, Alex. Yeah, there are no rules. And parents get to give you very strong guidelines because until we have the harmonizing set up within us, until we've done the work to hear the truth. We can be a danger to ourselves and to others. When we lose our way, probably the one end of the spectrum is that we can hurt ourselves by stealing our very own life from ourselves. And the other end is we can hurt someone else by stealing their life from them. But we're all one, so it doesn't actually matter which one you choose. If we can find our way on this path, if we can make this journey of discovery, this every single step you put down, a journey of finding what's new. Byron Katie jokes around. She was doing this on Valentine's Day. She was saying, who is my favorite Stephen, who is her husband? Who is my favorite? I think it was the guy who was last night at 7:08 when he made me dinner. But this morning he was kind of cute. Last Tuesday and she just plays with this because it's to wake us up to the idea that nothing is actually held in space and time. Your cells are regenerating constantly. You are not who you were when you sat down. I am definitely not who I was when I woke up this morning, because this would never have happened. Love me, love you, love all. Let's take this to the place where Spirit is inviting a lightening up of our energy. There's been so much. We are working so hard to be good and kind and loving. Can we be funny and silly and sort of off also? Should I wear my hair up? Should I wear my hair down? Should I wash it tonight? Should I do it tomorrow? Should I wear it curly? Should I wear it straight? Rules, 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 rules. I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted by the rules. Yeah, who else? Who else feels exhausted by the rules? Let's give it. God bless you. Thank you. Yes. Ready? Just like, all right, let's do this. Let's try this. Let's try this. Everybody who thinks they could possibly maybe be exhausted by the rules that they have to follow, put your hands in the hair. Wait, put your hands in the air. No, put them down. Sorry. And go like this. Ah, ah, ah. If you have clothing you want to take off, you can. We won't stop you, but I'm not telling you what to do. I am not giving you any more rules. Okay. There's some pretty good guidelines out there that you might want to consider if you're, moving around wanting to approach your life in a way where you can be present. You may actually want to just take a deep breath now and then. How does that feel? Throwing your arms up, taking deep breaths. You know how funny you're going to look when you walk down the street doing this? Ha, ha, ha. You know what's going to make people do? Laugh. They're going to laugh. And that's good for them. So even if they're laughing at you, whatever, it's good for them. Sacrifice yourself a little bit, right? Laugh. Breathe. Just go like this. Everybody stand up and act like you don't have any bones in your body, right? Reverend Paul, that's you too. Okay, come on. You know how this is. You can be as silly as you want to be, right? Just let it all go. Let it all hang out. Okay, because we can get really serious about this stuff. And what we should do. Nobody has to do anything they don't want to do. If you don't want to stand up, don't stand up. If you do, stand up. Don't pressure each other. Don't push each other. But if you're having that, like, maybe I want to stand up, then just try it. Feel your body now. Feel your body. Whatever you chose, feel your body. Feel the aliveness. This is love operating through you. This is love moving through you. This is life moving as you. This is the blessing. Okay, hug each other, right? Right? Okay, tough. You're going to have to hug each other. We're hugging you, Nathen, and we're hugging all of you on Zoom. We're blessing you. Get us moving. There you go. I'm not wearing these sneakers for nothing. Right? Let it all go. I once was accused of having a serious issue with seriosity. I was taking myself very, very seriously. We don't have to. Life can be joy. You do have to stop talking, though. It's my turn. Actually, you don't have to, but I would like you to, if you would, please. That would help. Okay. And we noticed the rebel. So in Wayne's reading this morning, the resistance, right? I had such resistance this morning, as you might imagine. But I also had one of the easiest, most fluid, most grateful, most light pre-church mornings I've ever had, ever, in 23 years of my ministry. And I feel like crying. I don't know why. Maybe because my sister, who is here, my twin, who passed 23 years ago, and is the reason for my ministry. She is the trickster. She was the less serious of us. Maybe because she's here and I can feel her. She's lovely. And I will tell you, you don't have to worry that there were two of me. There were not. She was very different. She was way nicer and funnier and lighter. And she taught me a lot about love. And she taught me not to try to make other people live the way you think they should live. Not to judge people on a healing path because they're not doing it the way you think they should. She taught me that the only thing that was acceptable was to love. And I learned that a really hard way. And this too is being alive. And this too shall pass. And breathe. And love. And I bless you, knowing that there are really two very strong guidelines that will help us on our path. And the one is love God, however you define it, with all your heart, as you are one with it. Love God. God is love. With all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind, through what you fill yourself up with. Yes, you want love, and yes, you give love, and yes, you receive love. And the other is love everyone as you, because you are one. In this place, we know there is no separation between loving me and loving you, accepting me and accepting you, loving God and loving all of it. We make it different rules so that we can try to understand. But honestly, it's just one thing. It's love. And so right now, in this moment, I just invite you to surround anything that you have any judgment about. It's probably none of your business, but surround it with an acceptance from your heart that says, I accept, I appreciate, and I love you, no matter what. And if you can't, then know that we are holding in this space because we know the truth that that is possible and will be possible and will heal and will guide and will love you. And so as the leader of this congregation, as your minister, I will say to you, I promise that I will always do my best to follow the guidance, to listen with my whole heart, to answer to that authority that is one with all of us and that we can hear together for guidance, for care, and for love of this community. Today feels like we're at home together, and we are, as one, with all who are here and not here, with all the rest of the world, with all the communities and kingdoms of animals, birds, and fish, with water, with sky, with fire. We are one with the highest highs, jumping off our personal mountains, heading off into our personal fears, loving our personal selves, and all the while caring with great love for each other. There is no more for us to do. There are no more rules to follow. Simply allow the guidance of the truth of your heart to call you to action. Bless you and your life in this moment, in this moment, in this moment, now, and watch the magnificence of all brightly colored flowers come into the awareness as you see the holiness, the wholeness, and the beauty of all that is in divine harmony, divine love, and divine care. We are one, and then we are free. And so it is. Amen. Thank you.
Wow. That's all I can say, Katherine, is wow. Thank you so very much. This piece is called Let Go, Walk On. Let go, walk on. Let go, walk on. Let go,
Let go, walk on. Let go, walk on. This week I got to play pickleball for the first time. I think that may be why I'm wearing this. I got to go to a concert, the most beautiful venue in Philadelphia, I think, that exists. Can't think of it. The Mann Center. From the gifts of this congregation, I have been invited to play. And I thank you. And I invite you all to play. And in this moment, what we're talking about is our offering, our play with that which expands us, our play with our awareness of our abundance, our play with our knowing of the overflow that being part of this community gives us. I know you give each other things. Friday night, I was able to give this really fun meditation to the women of the red tent. We went deep, we went wide. We sparkled through the universe. I hope you all felt it, whether you were there or not. We bless this community in so many ways. We are overflowing with abundant love. And this is what we give from. It's not a tax. It's not a should. It's not a have to. It's not a rule. It's a gift. Because you know that you have all that you need. And you have more than you need. And affirming that, we bless this offering today. Hi, Andy. Come on up. And Andy is joining us to do this blessing.
If you could say with me, thank you, God, for
for
this
this
abundance
abundance
that
that's
is mine
mine
to
to
share. I
Bless
bless this
this
gift and give it to thee in gratitude and joy, knowing that as I give, I do receive.
And I actually want to take a second to thank everyone who was in physical service to our community this morning, to this great uplifting fun that we're having. For Sarah, for refreshments. For Jane, for setup. Thank you so much. For John Fulmer, for Will, for Andy, for the ushering. For Jody, for the altar, and for my sister, Liza, for some of the flowers. For our media team, Keith, Marty, John Fulmer, Wayne, and Reverend Paul. For our musician, for all of you who are here. Let us sing this together. If you feel like standing, remember, if you feel a little shy, that's the step. That's the step. So if you want to stand, Nathan's going to lead us in I am so blessed. Feel it. Feel the abundant chaos that you can bring by taking this next step.
I am so blessed.
I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have.
I am
So blessed.
I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed.
I am so blessed.
I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed.
Feel the overflow.
Grateful. I am so blessed. I am so 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 grateful. I am so grateful. I am so grateful. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. 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 I am so grateful.
and including these gifts, including in these gifts, all the gifts that are coming through the ethers, through all the other avenues of gifts of love. We embrace these gifts today, knowing that this community is just loving itself into its overflowing, abundant expression of light that it is planted right here in southern New Jersey, Morristown. Here we are, CCL. God bless your gifts and all of the abundance that we have to share and gift with one another and the whole world. And so it is. Okay, so this morning, blessings of visitors and new friends, we decided that all of you are new friends. Up you go. Everybody is a new
Everybody's
friend
in.
today. Everybody,
Everyone's
what's new about you today? What's new about you in this moment? Did you stand for the first time? Did you sing out loud for the first time? Do you feel the bubbling of you? Because we are welcoming you here. We are welcoming the bubbling of you, the wholeness of you, the oneness of all of us into this place as you repeat after us. Do it to each other, do it to yourself. Wander around the room, get silly, dance. Maybe you can dance. Come on, feel free. Feel free.
Repeat after us. Welcome to the Center for Conscious Living.
Welcome to the Center for Conscious Living.
We are a heart-centered spiritual community.
We are a heart-centered spiritual community.
We open ourselves to you in love.
We open ourselves to you in love.
We recognize the perfection of God within you.
We recognize the perfection of God within you.
We celebrate the joyous being that you are.
We celebrate the joyous being that you are.
You are a radiant point of light.
You are a radiant point of light.
We are so blessed by your presence.
We are so blessed by your presence.
Welcome home.
Welcome home. Guess what's happening today? With all this newfound energy, motion. If you're not playing pickleball, you might want to go to the Earth Fair that is from 10 to 4 today. Join the fun, learn to care for nature and plants. See Marty and June. I just literally pointed at the wrong person. See June and Marty after the service. They'll tell you all about it. It's from 10 to 4, which means they're probably running out of here right after the service. And they will have a booth with a table for green faith. Isn't that cool? Green faith, bringing together our ecological and our spiritual selves to dance this dance without fear and open our hearts to the abundance of the universe. Thank you very much for heading up that we do. And CCL is a charter member of that group. Isn't that cool? That's us. That's you. You did that. Cool. So we have a new member meeting on the 30th at 7 p.m. If you haven't been invited and you're a new member, please let us know because we did send out invitations. So, I mean, it's an email invitation. Don't get me wrong. It wasn't like engraved or anything, but there is an invitation. So please, if you have not received an invitation and you think you're a new member, please let us know. We will check and we will make you one. Please, for the 4th of July parade, as you can see, our 4th of July representative, Holly Myers, with her cape, currently with her cape on. That's great. I love that. That transformed from a shawl to a cape during the service, did it not? Yes. Great. Okay. So she has her cape on. Now you know who to see to join the kindness brigade, the love brigade, and our CCL hearts wide open with the commitment that Holly always has to kindness. Thank you. Thank you for always bringing that forward. Guess what we have? We have a prayer ministry. Have you guys heard of that? Prayer ministry. It meets at noon on Tuesdays through Fridays. We would love you all to show up on the same day, but it probably won't happen, luckily, because we may run out of time. But please come. Please, we really take this time to heart. We pray with you anything that is on your heart, anything. People come the day something has just happened and we give it love and we raise it up again. Whatever is going on in your life, please bring them if you would like. If you would rather be more anonymous, please fill out that pink slip that's on your seat. You don't have to put your name on it, but if you do, we will direct our prayers in your direction or to your loved ones, which scientifically has now been shown to help. So let us help. Let us pray. Let us hold you in this beautiful community. Let us remind you that you're not alone. At the times when you need it the most, please reach out. Of course, you don't always have to have a pink piece of paper. Every newsletter comes with a link on it for both the daily prayer and also for sending something to the office at any time. We are available to you. We have 20 practitioners who do prayers every week because we love you. That is what we have committed to do. Okay, so come join us. And practitioner classes are about to happen. It's a 2-year program. The first year is kind of for everybody who wants to dive deep and get in and do some heavy lifting in their spirituality and prayer and really get in there and find out some stuff about what might be in the way of being present to your spirituality and having it nurture you every single day. And the 2-year program in its entirety is for professional practitioners who are licensed to pray with others. And that's sort of the big grand thing. We are going to have a meeting where we're going to talk about this with anybody who's interested, wants to know more, wants to know if the classes are for them. We'll be very specific at that time, so you'll be able to tell whether it's for you or not. But even if you're just kind of like, try us. Come to the meeting anyway. We don't have it scheduled. I also just wanted to let everyone know that we are headed back to California to see Seamus, who is home from the hospital. And for those of you who don't know, that is my grandson, who has been in the NICU for many, many days. So he is home, and all of us are blessing his keto diet as healing his body and opening him to his full expression, that we can fully experience him, because we know that all is well with Seamus anyway. And we wanted you to know that we will be traveling. So you will be seeing other people right here, but I will be right there and right there with you guys. So those are the announcements for today. Thank you very much. And let's move into the end of our service. I think I'm going to hold my sister's flowers. Don't be so timid. I thought we were doing this like. Let's see how far. Let's see. I think this end could stretch, because I think we can make it around the whole room. I think we can, but this, I'm going to have to coach this. Coach, keep going, keep going. Yeah.
Stay right where you are.
He's got the memo. Look at this. I got you guys on either side of me.
We did it.
All set?
Look at that. Great. Ready? Nathan, take it away.
All right. Let's go. Many pray along the way, and they don't stop to wonder what the world is coming to. They let something higher reveal the way to greater love. Oh yeah, so the truth is telling me, sing of liberation for the ones who are not free. Love can take us higher, reveal the way to greater love. Oh yeah, so we let it wash over us, we let it make us kinder, we let it make us better, we let it be. We let it early in the morning, we let it hold us together, we let it now and forever, we let it be. We let it. Still some cry along the way, walking through the sadness for a world that needs to know Love can take us higher, reveal the way to greater love. Oh yeah, so the truth keeps telling me love's the only answer, and to all humanity we can stay inspired, reveal the way to greater love. Oh yeah, we let the love wash over us. We let it be. Peace. We let the peace watch over us. We let it be. Love. We let wash over us. We let it be. We let it be. We let it be. One more time. We let it be.
Thank you, Nathan.
Thank you, Nathan. Let's relax into that peace and let it be. Giving thanks for this entire service, giving thanks for everyone being here today, giving thanks for this beautiful life that we live, giving thanks for Reverend Katherine being the spokesperson for the divine, for allowing herself to step aside and the beautiful voice of God to flow through. Giving thanks for all the abundance of love, of peace, of joy that flows to us through this service. Giving thanks for us remembering that affirmation and putting it on a refrigerator and looking at it and letting it guide us. Giving thanks for this service, uplifting us and guiding us through this week, knowing that we leave here safe and uplifted, and it guides us and supports us through this beautiful week till we meet here again next week. Giving thanks for all the good and more good that flows to us. And in this gratitude we say, and so it is. Are you ready?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
If you'll repeat after me. Something wonderful is happening to me right now.
Something wonderful is happening to me right now.
It is this thing called life.
It is this thing called life.
Life is in my
Body.
body. Life is in my
Mine.
life is in my feelings. Life is in all my activities.
Life is in all my activities.
I receive it.
I receive it.
I share it.
I share it.
I am it.
I am
And
it.
I accept it.
And I accept it.
Just the way that it is.
Just the way that it is.
Thank you, life.
Thank you, life.
And accepting all these gifts, we say, yes!
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Nathan, for a beautiful service.
Thank
you, Nathan.
One last announcement. We have to be out of here at noon.
And
All
it
right?
is-
So joy, have fun. In about 30
40
minutes,
minutes.
we're gonna have to close up.
Okay,
We're gonna have to get everything
40
closed up.
minutes. We have 40
Yep.
minutes. Thank you, everyone
Thanks.
on Zoom. Thanks for being here today. We love you.
Thank you.
Thanks
Love
for
you.
unmuting and being part of the service, too.